Hello, viewers, and welcome to another episode of Arvvor's Weekly Yap. The second episode, actually. I didn't really think we'd get to this point because here's the thing: I am not really good with like keeping promises and like doing the shit without like missing one time. And the fact that I'm doing the second episode right now is simply great because I didn't forget about anything. I'm here, you're here, maybe, and we're all happy. Or not. I don't know. I don't know what you're feeling right now. But I really hope that you're happy, and you are probably going to be happy because we are going to really have fun in this episode. And by fun, I mean yapping. We're gonna have a lot of yapping in this episode because we'll jump straight into what's Arvvor up to, and the answer to that question is really nothing. 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 I haven't been doing a lot of stuff. But I have been doing some stuff. Like making a game. Yes, remember on the first episode when I said that, oh, I was making a game. Still working on that. And I'm gonna be realistic this time. I'm not gonna finish it this week, and probably not the other week. And here's the thing: I thought that, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make this game 1 week. Nope, not at all. I'm slow as fuck. And well, that's probably because I only spend like 4 hours a day working on it. Should work more, Maybe I should work more, but that's the way I've been doing it. Anyways, other than that, I have also had a thing of note is the morning, Friday morning. This Friday, I had an incredible morning because I didn't go to school. I just skipped school. I'll be honest. I didn't want to go. I knew that there was not going to be anything new to learn, so I just skipped school. Also, another reason that I skipped school is because it's the end of the school year for me. Because in Brazil, the school year actually ends at the end of the year, and not at like the middle of the year. Like that is really weird. Why the fuck does it end at the middle of the year for you guys? That is really fucking weird. Anyways, about that morning. So basically, I woke up and I had to eat, obviously. So I made some bread with, how can I explain what I put on my bread? It's like peanut butter, but chocolate. So like chocolate peanut butter. Or just chocolate butter. I don't know. I don't know what you guys call it, but here, we call it the moo moo. That's right. Moo moo. That's a really stupid name. But yeah, it was good with bread, and that was part of my good morning. Another good part of the morning was discovering YouTube music on my phone, because here's the thing. I only used YouTube music on my computer because here's the thing, right? On the browser, on the computer, using YouTube instead of YouTube Music really matters. And I didn't really feel like doing that for my phone because I'm just lazy, incredibly fucking lazy. But with the YouTube recap, you actually had to download the YouTube Music app for to see the recap. So I had to do that, right? Because here's the thing, YouTube has their own recap. And they decided that, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna see your YouTube recap on YouTube and your YouTube Music recap on YouTube Music, which I mean is fair. It's fair, but it's kind of weird. But anyways, I caved. I caved. I downloaded the YouTube Music app and I saw my recap. And then I started playing music. And I discovered something great, which is that turns out you don't need to keep the app open to play music. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. I thought that was paid. And basically, I enjoyed that for a good part of the morning. And while I was eating the bread and letting the bunny out of the cage, because yes, I do have a bunny, and I decided to just let him out of his cage, and he was just walking around cutely around in the living room while I was eating bread in the kitchen. And it was really nice, it was a really nice time. God damn, it was a real nice morning. So yeah, that's what I was up to on Friday, but on the entire week I was just basically working on the game and doing random shit, Like scrolling through Twitter and messing around on Discord. It's what I always do. Anyways, about that YouTube music thing, uh turns out that that was actually a preview of YouTube Premium, right? And I found that out yesterday. I found that out today because I got a notification that said, "Oh hey, your YouTube Premium, your YouTube Music Premium preview expires in 13 days." And I was like, "Excuse me?" And I was like, "Oh fuck." Yeah. So turns out that I may have been wrong in thinking that I didn't have to pay for that. Also, I didn't even notice that there were no ads. I thought that I was just going on normally with my day, just listening like a normal YouTube Music user. Nope. I think I will have to pay for that in 13 days, and that will basically ruin the magic of the YouTube Music app for me because, well, I really like just turning off my phone and like having the music still play. That was so nice. But that will probably not happen anymore. Unless I, download some random app that like does it, like pirates it. Like that's nice. Like I have ad blockers. I have ad block. I'm used to not seeing ads because I have basically ad blockers on my my computer. Two ad blockers, in fact. I have uBlock Origin and Brave Shield because I use the Brave browser, and yeah, why not turn on Brave Shield? And turns out that Brave Shield is even better than uBlock, so that is really nice, really nice. But here's the thing: on my phone, I don't really install I didn't really install any ad blockers or shit like that. Because I'm lazy. I'm lazy and also it's a really shadier world. It's a shadier world. Very like shady. Like I think. Right? Because I don't know. I'm lazy. I have never gone after like trying to block ads on my phone. But maybe I will one day if I can't use the YouTube Music app anymore. Um. Anyways, let's move on to the Arvvor's topic of the week. That's right, the topic of the week that I choose and that I yap about. And the topic that I chose for this week is Colosso. Now, what is Colosso? And you shouldn't really be saying what, because it's who. Who is Colosso? And that is my bunny. He is the cutest fucking thing ever. I love him so much. But don't worry, I'm not gonna only say that, alright? Because you guys have to really see how he's cute. You know, I have to show, not only tell. So here are some pictures of Colosso on your screen right now, and all of these pictures were taken by me because I am a very successful photographer. Uh, yes, a very successful photographer when it comes, of course, to taking pictures of my bunny. Uh, yeah, look at those pictures. Isn't he so cute? For audio listeners, I'll describe him. He is really fluffy. He looked like a fucking plushie. He is like a fluff ball, and he is white, like completely white. And his paws are kind of brown. I don't know if you can even see it. I don't know if you can even see his paws in the images, but his paws are kind of brown. Uh, and yeah, he's just a fluff ball. He has little silly ears, and yeah, it's a bunny. It's a bunny. Come on, search bunny up on Google, and you'll see. And just think that it's a really fluffy bunny, all white, no toast, no toast. He came straight out of the. He's raw, okay? He's not burnt. He's not toasted. He's raw. And here's the thing. I never intended to get him. Right? This is really interesting because how I met Colosso was that I just found him on top of my bed. Now you ask him, how the fuck did you find him? Well, that's because my mom placed it there and said, look at this bunny I got. Where? Oh, at some pet shop. What? Why did you get a bunny? I don't know. Like, what the hell? Like, imagine me, who never thought about, like, having a pet or something, you know. Having a bunny. Having a cute little bunny. Like, I'm gonna show his old photos right now. I think these are probably from the day I got him. And, like, he was just a fucking bean. He looked like a fucking fluffy bean. What does a 16-year-old that has never had a pet do with a fluffy bean? If you guessed to praise it, you're absolutely fucking correct. I praised it for days. And it was kind of rough at first having him. Because here's the thing, he needed a cage, right? And now we have a cage for him. But for the first few, I think for the first week, we had him in a box with like a blanket over it so he didn't escape. We even like put the box's lid on top, but he managed to escape every single time because he could just open the lid and just get out. He's always been this adventurous little boy. He, in fact, he can actually get, like, if you leave him, he can get on top of his cage And from the way it's set up, he can get to like the couch. He can get from the cage to the couch. But it's like it's a big distance, you know, like the cage is a bit smaller than the couch. Not a bit. It is way small. And he can jump on top of the couch. So like that's just insane. He's a machine. Is the US government sending bunnies over here to fucking spy on us? I don't know. But if they are, then at least I have Colosso. Even if he is a spy, I still love him. I remember on the third day that I had him, I remember that I had to go to school. And here's the thing. He had escaped somehow. Right? He escaped from his cage. And he was in my mom's room. My mom's bedroom. Right? And he was under the bed and I couldn't get him. Because here's the thing, when he's under a bed, he doesn't fucking get out. He doesn't fucking get out. You gotta be like, please get out, man, please. And since I couldn't really get him, like he always ran from me when I was trying to get him. Nowadays, he doesn't really do that. I mean, he does run if I go like too quick, but like if I just grab him, he doesn't run. He's just chill. Uh, but back then he did, so I couldn't get him, and I was so worried because like he didn't have food, right? And I was wondering for how long did he not eat, you know? So I was really sad at school. I was really sad because it was like, damn, man, damn. What if he dies, man, bro? What if he fucking dies, man? He's fucking suffering there, man. That is so sad. And I got home and I saw him behind the door. So I just grabbed him. And I put inside his cage and I gave him some food. And that was that, right? That felt so good. You know, like finally getting him in his cage and putting and giving him food so that he didn't starve, you know? Because even though I wasn't very like familiar with Colossal like I am now, because of course I had only had him for like 3 days. So I didn't know what he liked to do. I don't really know bunnies. I don't really know how bunnies acted, you know. Now I'll just grab him randomly and shove him on the bed because he likes staying on the bed. He just roams around the bed while I'm on the pewter, you know, messing around on the pewter, on the fucking pewter. Do you guys hear that? The sound. I think you guys don't hear that sound. Whatever. Um, and it's so cute, like just having a break from my computer, looking up and just seeing my bunny there. Now, of course, I don't like leave him on the bed for too long, and that's because he needs food, obviously, and he also needs to pee and poop. So I don't really leave him on the bed for more than like 2 hours, you know? Because, like, that's enough, You've been outside for enough. Now, of course, I don't leave him outside his cage for only 2 hours. Uh, I play around with him for another 2 hours later because I love this little cutie. I love this little cutie so much. And all I ever want to do is just cuddle him. Cuddle him like a fucking, like he's a fucking pillow. Because he does look like a pillow. He looks like a fucking plushie. He's so fucking cute. Anyways, now let's move on from my cute little bunny. I know, sad, but we have to do this. Let's get onto Twitter. Doing the Twitter dive. Yes, there's gonna be newspaper time and Twitter dive because that happens, right? Because it's gonna be interchangeable. Every episode there's gonna be newspaper time and then Twitter dive. So the first episode had newspaper time, and this episode is gonna be Twitter dive. And then the third episode, the next episode, is it's gonna be paid newspaper time. And then on the fourth Arvvor's Weekly Yap, it's gonna be Twitter dive again. So yeah, it's like a thing that changes, each episode. Anyways, let's see what's up on Twitter. This is from Bloxy News, a really great news account about Roblox, saying you can now upload a cover photo to further customize your Roblox community. So you can so you go to configure community information and cover photo. And I was checking, oh, is this true? Is this true? Is this actually true? Like it, or is this just being rolled out? Like is this fully rolled out, or is it still rolling out? Yes, it is fully rolled out. Look at this cover photo. Cover photo must be one of the available dimensions. This is great. Now, obviously, I don't have a cover photo because I never thought I'd had to make a banner for my community, which, by the way, is KFC Stop Please, the greatest community in all of Roblox. But anyways, tomorrow, I'm sure I'll probably have a cover photo here. So I'll leave the link of the community in the description in case you want to join or in case you want to see if I did make the cover photo or not. To be fair, I probably didn't make the cover photo because I have better things to do, like working on that game, Anyways, on to the next tweet, right? Which is actually really interesting. This one is about cinema and streaming services because here's the thing, I use Prime Video, right? I don't really get into Netflix because, well, it's kind of expensive, and the Prime Video is just good enough for what I want. So, as a Prime Video user, I don't really care about this, but it's interesting to talk about because today Netflix, well, this was yesterday. This was on December 5th. And today is December 6th, but probably you're going to be watching this on December 7th. So so on December 5th, Netflix announced our acquisition of Warner Bros. Warner Bros. That's right. They fucking bought Warner Bros. Now, did you expect this? I don't think so. Did I expect this? I don't think so. Did I just I can say maybe I had a dream about it that I don't remember. I don't know. one thing we can all agree on is that this is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy, right? Because you'd think Warner Bros. Is like a huge thing in cinema, right? You'd think, but it was bought by Netflix. So then you're like, wait, but isn't Netflix also a huge thing in cinema? And then you start getting into this thing where you're like, damn, Netflix has gotten way, way fucking bigger than like it was like 5 years ago. Maybe not 5 years ago, but 10 years ago, definitely. Like, isn't this just crazy? Warner Bros. Like, I mean, come on. Who doesn't know what Warner Bros. Is? Like, if you watch a movie, it's a Warner Bros. Everything is a Warner Bros. You know? So, like, it's insane that a streaming service is buying Warner Bros. Like, it is just insane. It is absolutely insane. Anyways, they say here, together we'll define the next century of storytelling. The next century, I'm not really sure about that. Because I feel like, here's the thing, right? Oh my god, I say here's the thing too much. There's a problem with this, right? Because if Netflix owns everything, like, I mean, come on, they have fucking Warner Bros., they have thousands of fucking shows. Do you really think that soon they're not gonna buy other streaming services and just become like the only one, become a monopoly? You know, like a monopoly? Because I fear that. I do really fear that. Because if you don't have competition, then you just turn into shit. Because you realize, oh, I don't have competition. I can just do this, and and the users won't be able to do anything. Won't be able to go to an alternative because it is simply too difficult to change. Luckily today you can choose if you want to watch Netflix or Prime Video or Paramount or whatever the fuck, right? Whatever the fuck you want to watch. Because there's thousands of, well, not thousands, but definitely tens of streaming services out there. That's not good. It's too over distributed. I would say it's too distributed. Every fucking company wants to have a streaming service. Uh, but this isn't great either. Having a monopoly isn't great either. So if it's between being over distributed and having a huge fucking monopoly, then we're fucked and everyone's gonna start pirating shit. And they're probably gonna come up with a solution, like a new thing. Like, you know how streaming services were a solution for TV? History repeats itself. History really does repeat itself. The solution should be like just having a reasonable amount of streaming services. Oh, but what about the other? Yes, five. Like like the five main streaming services. Because if everything is so distributed, then people aren't gonna buy every single fucking streaming service. Because people aren't fucking rich. People aren't fucking rich. Also, how are people going to watch all of that? Unless you're fucking unemployed, you're not going to have time to watch all of that. You know? Like, it's good that there's a lot of options. It's good that there's options. There really should be. But not so many. And about individual creators like Dropout, I'm not saying that they should that they should merge with a company. No, I'm talking about company streaming services because individual creators should be able to charge individually because they're individual creators that make different types of content. Now, with companies, the problem is that they kind of just make the same shit. And even if you think they don't, then you can just watch the shit from the company that you fucking want by buying the streaming service. By buying the streaming service that has the fucking company. I think that would be definitely a better solution than having fucking thousands of streaming services. Like, oh, have you heard of the fucking 28th streaming service available? Oh yeah, it's called the fucking Gloob Gloob. Haha, so cool, right? Yeah, you can watch the Broom Broom on the Gloob Gloob. Isn't that so awesome? Yeah. Anyways, streaming services, I really think that streaming services might be coming to an end. Might. This definitely might be contributing to the death of streaming services or the death of consumption of movies and TV shows as we know it. Of course, I mean, is that either there's gonna be a new solution or people are just gonna pirate it. But anyways, let's move to this other tweet, which isn't really a tweet. It's a repost of a Reddit post. So let's read it. This is on Legal Advice UK by this random Reddit user. My schizophrenic sister hospitalized herself because because she thought she was having a psychotic episode where someone was attempting to communicate with her through her fridge. That's weird, right? But turns out it was an advert on the LED screen. It's another fucking problem with the fucking fridge having ads. Oh my god. The fridge has I hate it. I hate the fact that smart fridges have fucking ads now. Because first off, why the fuck would you buy a fridge with a screen in the first place? And second off, having ads on the screen just completely ruins the purpose. Also, I'm pretty sure that someone can install ad block on there. Like, I'm pretty sure that someone can install like Windows on there. I'm pretty sure that some tech nerd has done that. But anyways, let's read the rest of the post. Needs some advice. She's not really capable of organizing most of her own affairs. I'm assuming that the reason that this guy is posting on legal advice is probably because he's intending to sue the people responsible for the ad or the company responsible for the ad. We'll see. Uh, and yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree with this person. If it's that crazy, then yeah, definitely. Anyways, she spent 2 days under monitoring. This isn't the first time she's been kept in, as she has had previous psychotic episodes, once every 2 years or so. During this time, her medications were adjusted. She also rang me during this time to tell me that someone was trying to communicate with her through her fridge. She booked a taxi to A&E and was driven there. I don't know what A&E is, probably some British thing. I finally got her back home a few days ago. However, when I was scrolling on Facebook today, I saw an advert on a smart fridge, which stated the words, "We're sorry we upset you, Carol." It was set against a creepy yellow background, and was very ominous. Upon closer inspection, it was an advert for some TV show. That's my sister's name, Carol. I sent her the photo and asked if this was what she saw. She confirmed it. Some creepy advert in a place where an advert shouldn't usually go has sent her to the hospital and triggered a review of the efficacy of her antipsychotics. Is this even legal in the UK? Running creepy adverts like that on a smart fridge with absolutely no way of knowing who could have seen them? And holy shit. I mean, what do you even say about this? Like, and by the way, if you're asking, oh, what was the advert? This was the advert. We're sorry we upset you, Carol. And then Pluribus, new series, start watching. This is so fucking weird. Like, why the fuck would you put that on an ad? Why the fuck would you put, like, is there not even a thought about this? Because, like, I'm pretty sure that if you fucking put that, like, don't you think, oh, but maybe, someone's name could be Carol, and maybe, like, they could be, like, I don't know, scared of this? Scared by this? I don't know, like, conspiracy theorists, right? They would be like, oh my god, the people, the companies know my name. They know my name. What about people with bad eyesight? They're just gonna see this. They're not gonna see that it's a fucking ad for Pluribus. Whatever the fuck that show is. Pluribus. No one's gonna see that. They're gonna see, we're sorry we upset you, Carol. What if Carol is an old lady that, like, fucking has bad eyesight and thinks, who the fuck is talking to? You know? Like, is there not even a little thought behind this? Because this is not on your phone, it's on your smart fridge. And the thing about a smart fridge is that you don't really expect ads on there. And there shouldn't be ads on there. But apparently that's too difficult for greedy fucking companies. I fucking hate greed. I fucking hate capitalism. I fucking swear. But don't worry, guys, because we're gonna just move on straight to random Wikipedia. Now, random Wikipedia, if this is your first episode, then you should probably watch the first one. Not gonna lie. But random Wikipedia is basically where I just go on Wikipedia and hit random article right here, and I read it. And it seems like today's random Wikipedia is going to be really, really short. Anyways, let's read. Ampazimena. That is a quite difficult name to pronounce. No, not really difficult. I mean, Ampazimena is just, it's a kind of weird name. Kind of weird name. I mean, like, you can tell it's African because, like African languages tend to, like, sound like this. Like Ampazimena, like, I don't know what it is. It's like more vowels, or like just a sequence of letters, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound like English. Not like when I first saw this word, I thought it was like a medication. I thought it was medication. But anyways, Ampezimena is a town and commune in Madagascar. Yes, I know it's Madagascar because I know this country outline. I am kind of a geography nerd because I used to watch this channel called Jack Sucks at Geography. I don't watch him anymore because his content I think got a little bit too childish for me. But I used to watch him, and so I learned a lot of things about geography. Yeah. Anyways, it belongs to the district of Lanaro. Yeah, see this Lanaro. Like yeah, it's like the sea. Oh, it's Talagnaro. It's Talagnaro. Oh shit, this is wrong. I found an error on the Wikipedia. Can I edit it? Can I edit it? Oh god, I do not know how to edit. I do not know how to edit. Never mind. Never mind, I am not editing. Nope. I do not know how to edit. Anyways, which is a part of the Enosi region. The population of the commune was estimated to be approximately 20,000 in the 2001 commune census. But actually, I have an idea. I have a friend with a Wikipedia account. I'm gonna ask her to change. I'm gonna ask her to edit it. Anyways, okay, so I just asked her. If I get any updates, I will tell you. Anyways, which is a part of the Enosi region, the population of the commune was estimated to be approximately 20,000. So 20,000, that's crazy, because my city is actually smaller than that. My city is actually very smaller than that. It's like way smaller than that. There's a census. There's a census for it. Oh, it's just the Wikipedia page for census. Oh, there's a census data right here. Let's see. Okay, ILO. Okay, so commune census in Madagascar at the end of 2001. Damn. So that's like a really old census. That's a really old census, so that is probably not very accurate. Anyways, only primary schooling is available. That is actually sad. So, you mean that the people that live in Empazimena have to go to another city to go to school? Oh, wait, the majority, 95% of the population of the commune, are farmers. An additional 4% receives their livelihood from raising livestock. The most important crops are cassava, okay, and coffee. Also, rice is an important agricultural product. Services provide employment for 1% of the population. That is insane. 1% of the population is like employed in something else that is not farming. That is actually insane. So that's why there's only like primary schooling. Because only 1% of the population are like going to be teachers or something, you know? Maybe there's teachers from other cities in Empazimena primary schooling. There are probably teachers from other cities in Empazimena primary schooling. But why would you even go there, right? Like, why? Like, why not go to some, I don't know, bigger city, right? This city seems like it's a farm city, right? A city where people just farm. Also, how big is the city? Like, how big is it? How big is the city? It looks to be this one. I think it's this one, or is it like? Let me zoom in on that. Okay, so I think it's definitely not this huge thing. I think it's like a smaller thing right here. You know. No, but that is a cool city, really, to know. Because it is basically just a farm city. You know, you farm there. Um, yeah, I don't really know what to say about the city. It is just a city. Wait, she said done. Oh my god, it is actually changed. Talagnaro, let's go. Thank you so much. Oh my god, she actually changed it. Okay, that is actually so cool. See, guys, this is the power of editing. Yeah, let me just see. The page was last edited. Yep, 7th of December, 2025 at midnight. It is not midnight. Today, right now. I mean, at least for me, right? It is not. Oh my god, this is actually insane. Okay, so she actually edited. Okay, this is really cool. This is really cool, guys. We just made history. We just fucking made history. I mean, Lily did, right? She edited. But yay, it's fixed now. That's so cool. Anyways, unfortunately, this is the last segment. Well, this was. So, so I guess we have to say goodbye now. It's really sad to say goodbye because it was really fun. This was fun. I liked this. This was a really nice episode. Definitely shorter than the other one, but probably because there was, I mean, no quiz, right? And anyways, I enjoyed it a lot. And I really hope you enjoyed it too. And that's it. Goodbye. I see you on Arvvor Weekly app number 3.